Let's go.
We'll get to this. Let's talk about something a little bit more important first when it comes to hummingbirds and just basically life in your garden as well. So we also want to make sure before we have that, we have the real thing. So, and that goes as far as planting basically hummingbird friendly, pollinator friendly plants in your garden, which you should have anyways. So, like this bad boy right here, it is called Texas sage. And so, when you're looking at plants to plant in your garden that attract hummingbirds, just Google hummingbird friendly plants in my area or pollinator friendly plants in my area, and it'll pull up all sorts of things. So, what you're looking for as far as plants is something that has like a tube to it. Think about the hummingbirds, kind of long beak. They want to swoop down there in the plant, suck up the nectar. So if you're in Texas, I'm in a zone 8B, North Texas. Texas sage works well, and I have something similar right here. This is something I planted a little bit ago, like a week or so ago. So, oh no, I planted something during the heat wave. Just make sure you're watering it, and keeping the plant alive. And so it's similar, but this is called like skullcap. I thought it was Texas sage. I was like, they look the same, they do the same thing. And so, where do you find these plants? Your local nursery typically will have stuff labeled pollinator friendly, hummingbird friendly, butterfly friendly. Say that a couple times fast. Just get it there. And also, your big box stores, your Lowe's, your Home Depots, they'll have these things as well. Once again, you can just Google hummingbird friendly plants in my area. Bunch of pop up. The AI robot will tell you X, Y, and Z. Now let's go to what you came for. All right, we're back. So, just two things. You need kind of like it's called a shepherd's hook right here, and just a hummingbird feeder. I got this off Temu. My first order on Temu for like $8.99. You can find them like in Lowe's and Home Depot for like $15. But something like this is perfect for a hummingbird. But you want to make sure that they're elevated. This actually is almost empty because I think a squirrel or something tried to jump up here because I noticed there was a bunch of the nectar right down there on that rock a couple of days ago. So I was like, oh, I need to refill this bad boy. So let's get after it. Now, if you can make ice, you can make this recipe. It's very simple. It is 4 parts water, 1 part sugar. So here we go. I got a measuring cup to measure it. So I'm going to put in 1/4 cup of sugar. Pour it in the pot. Then I'm going to put in a full cup of water because a full cup is 4/4, so a 4-to-1 ratio. All right, it's about 1 cup. Pour it in the pot. Turn on the burner. Then you stir. Let me go get a stir. That's really it. There's no specific temperature. This probably takes I don't know, takes like maybe a minute or two. I mean, I guess I'll fast forward this part. You need to, yeah. You need to see all that. But I'll be back when it's ready. Then once it's clear and you can't really see the sugar anymore, you let it cool off, and then you pour it in the bird feeder or the hummingbird feeder. Sorry. I'm back. I took a shower. It's hot outside. Our nectar has cooled down. Unscrew your hummingbird feeder. Just pour it in. Now, so I typically don't fill up the thing all the way for one main reason is that in case you have a bad batch, like when you're first starting off, you want to make sure that the hummingbirds in the area like the batch you've done. So I do basically a cup of nectar. I fill it up. I let the hummingbirds swoop, swoop, swoop. They like it. I make some more, and then back and forth. I don't ever fill the whole thing up all the way. You obviously can make more if you want to. So, for more, you could do 2 cups water, half a cup of sugar, and so forth. You do the math on that one. All right, I'm gonna put this bad boy back together. Screw the top back on. And also, when I took the top off, I just cleaned it out because there's going to be debris, a bug in there here and there. Just make sure it's clean. And I'm going to the port's right here, so I'm going to turn this over top of the sink so it doesn't spill everywhere on my counter. And basically, that's how much nectar is in there from basically a cup. So let's hang it up. All right, got my bestest bud with me. He's a lot better at this than I am. And the reason I'm shooting this from a window vantage point is because you want to put the hummingbird feeder in a place where you can see it. Because what's the point if you can't see it? The plants are for the birds. This is for you and the birds. So there we go. And remember, the only difference between you and all these great gardeners you see out there is they actually began. So in order to become a beginner, you got to begin. In order to advance from that, you got to be a beginner. So get after it.